All right, for compare quadratic functions, you're looking at two functions and basically figuring out what's different. The equation that they give you at the top, notice that this is f of x. The graph that they give you, they're calling this g of x. So these are actually two totally different graphs. So my suggestion to you is to graph that first equation that they give you in your calculator. So whenever you're here, you need to type 4x squared plus 4x, and then minus 3. Y'all are still kind of messing this up sometimes. You need to hit this black one, not the little white one here, because that will multiply instead of subtract. So hit enter, and then you can see that these are definitely two different graphs. They're both minimums, but this one, the lowest point it goes to is 3. This one, to find that vertex, you do menu 6, 2. Okay, we can see that the lowest point here is -4. So we're comparing this minimum with this minimum, and we're finding out which one has the greater minimum, which means which one has the bigger number. So if I'm looking at this, 3 is bigger than -4, so that means that G has a greater minimum than F. If this was the same value, then obviously I'd pick the same, but whenever it's asking for the greater minimum, it's looking for the bigger number. And specifically, we're comparing y values. Okay. So when you go through these, like I said, make sure that you are checking that this graph is different from the calculator, and make sure you're actually looking at those. When it asks you about concavity, I added this term to the vertex poster. So whenever it's facing up like a bowl, it just means concave up. Whenever your parabola is a maximum, it's concave down. So graph it and then just see if they're facing the same direction. But you should be good to go. If you run into something where you're not sure what it's asking for, feel free to ask me, but I think everything else will be pretty straightforward. But again, no worries if you get stuck on something, just let me know. Good luck.